All right, let's talk about Clyde Edwards-Hilaire's birthday, L'Jarius Sneed appearing on Good Morning Football, the #1 receiver in total yards since 2016, Adam Schefter's public apology about Dwayne Haskins, and much more. But first, how about those? What the heck is up, everybody? Good morning. My name is Cole. I do daily news about the Kansas City Chiefs and the NFL overall. So make sure to sub if you're new, hit that like button, and let's get into this news. It looks like we're still on this random holiday train here, as yesterday was National Pet Day, and the Chiefs shared a post with some animals, mainly dogs, dressed up in Chiefs apparel. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all though, this was one of my favorite photos that I saw on the entire post. It was of two cats that go by the names Oatmeal and Oreo. I mean, look at these guys. I can't tell if they are upset, happy, mad, sad, glad, or what, but I have two questions looking at this photo. One, how the heck did they get these cats to sit here and chill like that for a photo? And two, how in the heck did they get these things on these cats without the cats going berserk and attacking them, possibly clawing out their eyes? I have no idea, but yeah, Oreo, Oatmeal, what up? Anyway, shout out to all of you animal owners. I grew up with my mom having 2 rots. My dad had 2 German Shepherds, both huge but awesome types of dogs. So I'm definitely a dog guy myself, even though we personally do not have any pets. But I have 2 girls under the age of 6 who act similar at times to dogs, and I'm not joking. They pretend almost daily that they are dogs and crawl around panting and drinking water out of bowls on the ground. So yeah, there's that. And then yesterday was Clyde Edwards-Hilaire's birthday. So shout out to our 2020 first round pick for turning 23. Sheesh. He is a youngin'. CEH was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and in high school, he became the first freshman in their head coach's 29-year tenure to play on the varsity football team as a freshman. And guys, I guess I'm like 5 years old because I cannot say his high school coach's name with a straight face. His name is Dale Weiner. Yes, his last name is Weiner, and I'm 5. So we're just going to move on. He excelled in high school and was rated a 4-star recruit committing to play college ball at LSU. And fun fact, he played alongside players like Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, Darrell Williams, and others while he was there. Anyway, as a true freshman, CEH played in all 13 of the Tigers games, mostly on special teams, then worked his way up, and by his junior year was named LSU's starting running back. He finished that season with 1,414 yards, which is 3rd most in LSU's single season history, and had 16 TDs as well on the ground. So yeah, he was a pretty key part in that successful season and in beating Clemson in the 2020 national championship as well. And then following the end of that season, he announced he'd forego his senior year to enter the 2020 NFL draft. And we know that from there, the Chiefs selected him in the first round, 32nd overall. And then that season, he actually became the official starter after running back Damian Williams opted out of the 2020 season. And this is pretty cool. In his first career start, he rushed 25 times for 138 yards and a TD, helping the Chiefs defeat the Texans 34-20. And at 21 years of age at the time, he became the youngest player in NFL history to rush for at least 130 yards and a TD in his NFL debut. So while he was looking very promising based on high school, college, and that first career start, it's been a bit difficult for him with injuries here in the NFL. He's had some definite bright spots, such as recording over 1,000 yards on the ground and in the air total in the 2020 season, and back-to-back 100-yard rushing games in weeks 3 or 4 of the 2021 season. But injuries have definitely had an impact on him, including gallbladder surgery that he had to have last offseason, which really affected his overall weight and ability to train fully leading up to the 2021 season. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on CEH? Will he have a comeback year? Will he have a career high this season, make or break type of a season? Let me know in the comments down below. Shout out to CEH, the young buck, on his birthday. And since we're doing birthday shout outs, I wanted to give a quick happy birthday shout out to myself. That's right.
Happy birthday to me.
All right, enough of that. But yeah, today is April 12th, and I turned the big old Priest Holmes today. 31, young gun. So yeah, I'm going to eat Chick-fil-A, have some great cake, and enjoy the evening with my Bam, and today is the only day that I will shamelessly link my Cash App and my Venmo in case, I don't know, somebody wants to buy me a coffee or something, because I love coffee. I'll never turn it down ever in my life, but seriously, zero pressure there, and let's move on after this coffee. Sneed made a quick appearance yesterday on Good Morning Football on the NFL Network. It was a quick 3.5-minute segment, but he was asked about his personal thoughts on the Chiefs moving forward without Tyreek and how he thinks they're going to do. And he says this, that Tyreek and Patrick Mahomes connection was kind of special, but as you know, Andy Reid's got something up his sleeves. I know Patrick Mahomes and the guy that they bring in is going to get together and build the empire. Then he was asked about the AFC West improvements that have been made by the Chargers, the Broncos, and Raiders, and how the Chiefs are going to respond accordingly. And Sneed said this, Coach Spags, with the mentality he has, it ain't going to change nothing much. They can keep building and keep going. We're going to keep doing what we do on our end, just handle our business. We're not worried about the other side, though. So yeah, overall, Sneed sounded like a man who trusts the team's leaders to do what is right and for the Chiefs to continue to do what they've been doing for years, which is
dominate.
Okay, I'm never doing that again. He also gave a couple short answers to their questions and left them almost in silence as they did not know how to respond. Make sure to go check that out. It's on the Chiefs website, link in description. And then the Chiefs dropped an article taking a look back at every 6th-round pick in Chiefs history. You can see some of them up on the screen now, and a couple standouts to me are more recently within the past 10 years. You have Trey Smith in 2020, Rashad Fenton in 2019, and also the doctor himself, LDT, back in 2014. A couple interesting notes from this article are offensive guard Trey Smith may have been the steal of the entire draft last year after the Chiefs selected him in the 6th round, number 226th overall. He went on to start all 17 games without missing a single offensive snap, earning the 4th best grade among rookie offensive linemen from Pro Football Focus. The 3 players ahead of Smith in those rankings were each taken in the first 2 rounds. So yeah, that is crazy to me. Steal of the draft. Let's freaking go, Trey Smith. Another thing in this article I found interesting was cornerback Rashad Fenton has appeared in 42 games, 11 starts since the Chiefs selected him in the 6th round, number 201st overall of the 2019 NFL Draft. Those 42 appearances are the 4th most by any 6th-round selection that year. And lastly, 10 of the Chiefs' 11 6th-round picks since 2014 have appeared in at least one game for KC. The most productive player in that group, though, was offensive guard LDT, the doctor, who started 57 games in his 5 years with the Chiefs. So yeah, pretty awesome. And then NFL on CBS recently shared a stat about players who have the most total receiving yards since 2016. Y'all ready for this one? 5th is Mike Evans at 7,044 yards, then DeAndre Hopkins at 7,048, Julio Jones at 7,129, then Devontae Adams, the legend, at 7,192, and then number 1 is Tyreek Hill at 7,269. Oh wait, no, actually, my bad. Number 1 on this list isn't actually even a wide receiver. Number 1 is the legend, Travis Kelce, at 7,269 yards. How crazy is that? He's the freaking man, and those are monster stats. He's had 1,000+ yard seasons every year since 2016 with a combined total of 47 TDs and an average of 12.9 yards per catch over the course of those 6 seasons. It really is mind-blowing to think about. Kelce, without a doubt, is going down as one of the greatest to ever do it, and that is a fact, no cap. In other NFL news, new Texans head coach Lovie Smith recently spoke positively about QB Davis Mills, who is slated to be the clear starter with both Tyrod Taylor getting signed to the Giants and Deshaun Watson getting traded to the Browns. He says, quote, "If you look at all of my comments about Davis, I am a believer in him and what he's going to do. Eventually, he's got to do it all on the football field consistently where everybody loves him, every snap, and all of that. The improvements that you see from year 1 to year 2 is normally a big improvement, and that's what we're going to get from him." So yeah, a lot of confidence from there on Davis Mills. And then Packers CEO Mark Murphy recently spoke out about backup QB Jordan Love, saying, quote, "We think he can be a good player, but we haven't seen enough. So I think this preseason will be good for him." Jordan Love is certainly in a weird spot with Aaron Rodgers' recent contract extension. Love's rookie contract with a 5th-year option included will only run through 2024. Rodgers' extension runs through 2026 and doesn't include a semi-digested digestible dead cap hit until 2024 with a post-June 1 release. So yeah, it's certainly an odd situation. I thought with them drafting him in the first round when they did that they believed Rodgers was on his way out, but yet he's had back-to-back MVP seasons and is not going anywhere. He's getting paid a boatload of money. So Jordan Love is there, kind of a Jimmy Garoppolo type situation when he was backing up Brady. I don't know. Very interesting indeed. And then, in the biggest NFL news to me yesterday, Adam Schefter actually issued a public apology for his insensitive comments about the late QB Dwayne Haskins, who passed away over the weekend. We've talked about what he said in his initial tweet, which for some reason highlighted the fact that Haskins was a struggling QB in the NFL instead of just choosing to honor him and his life. And this is what he had to say in his apology.
First, I wanted to address the death of Dwayne Haskins and the tweet that I posted this weekend. It was insensitive. It was a mistake. And I can assure you it is not my intention. I wish I could have that tweet back. The focus should have been on Dwayne, who he was as a person, a husband, a friend, and so much more. I wanted to apologize to Dwayne's family, his friends, the players in the National Football League, and offer my condolences to everybody close to Dwayne. And in the way I failed Saturday, I wanted to turn people's attention to make sure that Dwayne is remembered properly.
He goes on for a couple more minutes to highlight more about Dwayne's impact on the community and the reasons why he was loved and cherished as a person. And I've talked about this the past couple videos. I'm not going to go back down that rabbit trail, but I will link the full apology below if you'd like to check it out. And I am glad he apologized, as I felt like it was needed. But now I say this, let's forgive, let's move on. No point on dwelling on his mistake or his slip up, and let's move forward and do not hang this over his head. I mean, I'm sure I will eventually say something on this show that I will need to go back and apologize about one day. After all, nobody is perfect here on this earth. So my question to y'all is, what are your thoughts on this? Are you fine with his apology? Did you even think it was needed? Do you agree that we just need to move on, not hang it over his head? I'm not on the cancel culture train by any means, but I am on this train. If you say something stupid, if you say something wrong, own up, apologize, be a man or a woman about it, and move on. All right, make sure to sub for more daily news like this and check out this video here from the previous day's news in case you missed it. So until next time, let's go. How about those